this, and it's for a reason.
Who you say, Steph? What was his name? Oh, Steph Curry.
Warriors down a number of key players. Of course, lost Jimmy Butler with the ACL. That's 20 points gone. Eason no good on the three. Curry, that's 27 points.
We've seen P. Santos earn a contract as a result of being ready when your name is called, and so that's what it's about.
You know, with no Steph Curry, it changes a lot of things. It changes their spacing, their pace is even different. You wonder, can the shots coming from? Everything is different for this team and what they become accustomed to. So give credit to these guys for and compete.
This is Nate Williams off the heel and rebound. Here's Shepard. Likes to match up with Post. Floats it up. Oh, nifty
finish. Reed Shepard making it look easy.
Shout out to our teammate Steve Nash.
And Quentin Post.
That's out the door floater.
I ain't got that.
I
didn't even know about that.
You got our floater.
That's nice. I like that.
Man, you had that off a Euro.
Well, Udoka before the game, and I guarantee that coming into the second quarter, he got on that team over there. You see they came out with a different energy, a different focus to get back in this game right away.
Rockets shot just 36% from the floor in that opening quarter. Nice feed inside. Eason, no from point blank. Thompson, the offensive board. Extra pass. This is Shepard from downtown.
Pound the glass. They are going to make you pay. And the rim just gets bigger as they get more confidence off her offensive rebounds.
He's consistent. He's not going to do anything from a mistake standpoint for the most.
Just let it fly. And the Rockets have got to feel good for a team that has struggled when Kevin Durant is on the bench scoring on the offensive end.
With the Warriors by 30 as
Reed Shepard.
Podziemski remains out there. He has 3 fouls. Eason for 3. Long. Smith blocked from behind by Melton. Smith got it back, turned it over. Santos spinning out of trouble. Santos high pass to Podziemski. Podziemski on the drive. Got it back to Santos. Santos now out to Horford. Horford 8 first half points. Backing down Shepard. Finds Melton. The floater won't go.
Always good is going to happen when Al Horford has the ball in his hand.
Şengün surrounded.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was a pass first player.
Yeah, all right.
As you did.
Shepard. It up himself. Nearly 5 minutes going by in the second. Şengün spinning. Floats it all-star. And cuts the Warriors lead to 5.
Well, I love that. I mean, obviously he had patience on that, came down, and the lanes were open for him, and one-on-one gets a very good defender in Al Horford, but, you know, he has all the moves in the world down there to play.
Jones with the offensive board for the Warriors. Santos scoops it up. Extra pass. LJ Cryer for 3.
That first game back home, you got to spend all that money on them tickets. Oh, man, you got to have about 30 to 50.
You got to have good teammates that'll give you tickets, D-Wade.
Oh, that's what it is?
You got to be nice. You got to get tickets from your teammates.
Eason. And no.
NBA this year, but a little bit different hope as they had just added Jimmy Butler last year.
Right.
To try to make a run in the playoffs.
He talked about keeping the spirits high of these young men on this team. He talked about once you lose that spirit, you lose the season. And the work that he's had to do as a leader, sure, that the spirits stay high in the midst of, you know, this transition of losing and not having Steph out there and playing a different game for Golden State. Guy who's worked for everything that he has, and so it's really, really good to see that.
For Guy Santos, this new contract.
He told me before the game tonight, Grady, those exact game he loves at the highest level while also being able to provide for his family and his future is what makes it truly meaningful. Now, I do want to say this. He played a little prank on his family. He said,
love it. He's put in the work, and he's earned that new deal.
And Grady, I love the guys that don't look at the G League as a demotion. They look at it as an opportunity to get better.
Rockets, they are 20-7 here.
You know, you think about an organization like Golden State, who is showing you that they have trust. Those guys are finding a diamond in the rough, and he's providing stability for this team.
DeAnthony Melton rams out. Durant ahead to a Kogi, and now they'll slow things down. Shepard 11 points in this first half. Inside of Kogi. Now it's KD. On the move. The runner off one leg won't go. Melton penetrating and gave it up to Green.
No floor space even. There we go.
Santos. And now Melton's going to have to make a play. Shot clock winding down. Melton long range. No. And a man Thompson couldn't find the angle.
About Melton to shoot the shot and also to get back and contest that shot. That's a layup on the other end, but contesting without fouling.
Santos spinning to the rim, missed the layup. Almost. Over to a Kogi, flicks the wrist, bottoms.
When he scores or assists on 20 points or more, they are 23 and 10. He is having him.
The Warriors, 4 two-way guys. You're like, all right, they're going to beat you. Well, now it's not a 48-minute game anymore. Now it's a 24-minute game.
You have to rotate with only 10 guys and keep the double teams to as much of a minimum as possible. Şengün misses a 3.
Keep Darren Şengün to shoot threes. He's 2 for 7 and 0 for 2 from deep. So Guy Santos, Al Horford, Draymond Green, Podziemski, and Melton. That pass, KD, that long wingspan, coming up with a steal.
Sometimes you keep your dribble alive. If you don't have anything off the initial drive, you Guy Santos pro.
Tari Eason had the post up, but couldn't finish the initial layup and just guided home the rebound.
It's so surprising that he got an offensive rebound. Exactly
That's what they do. They really are remarkable.
Bro, sometimes they just shoot it just to get the offensive rebound. They're just, let's just throw up a brick here and go get it.
Podziemski had his 3 fouls in the first half. Guy Santos had 3 offline, and Mari Smith sending Eason into the front court.
You know the Rockets want to come out and punch the Warriors in the mouth right away. Get them demoralized as soon as possible as they turn it over. Give him a chance to get it up there, and then he's getting his own miss.
Podziemski for 3. Dropped it in, so Pods has 8. I was just about to say, where do the Warriors find their offense? 30 in the first quarter, 21 in the second, but you got to keep the Rockets at bay. You got to find someone in blue that can hit some shots.
Need someone to get hot. Pod's defender just went under that screen, took the opportunity. He's got some space.
Durant and Reed Shepherd, the 2 double-figure scorers for the Rockets. Melton, the only double-figure scorer for the Warriors. They forced the turnover. Podziemski on Şengün to lay it up and in.
And it's so smart. Instead of just sprinting straight to the basket in a straight line, here towards Şengün, slow him down, keep him at bay. He has to turn the brakes on. You're able to finish another turnover on the other side.
That's an offensive foul. Now, after tonight, I'm going to be pulling for Kevin Durant to make every free throw the rest of the season, because a 54 get to 90.
That's one of the reasons you don't see him a lot of times getting like 40 and 50-point games, because he cares so much about his efficiency as the Warriors almost turn over, but it's a foul. And you get
American Olympic basketball player. He's talked about playing for the Olympic team in LA. Beautiful backdoor cut by Guy Santos. I hope Kevin does play in LA.
Absolutely.
It's been such a pleasure of mine to call gold medal games with Durant representing our country, as Ben Thompson scoring inside.
He hasn't people cheering for him. The pride when it comes to representing your country is something he's super passionate about.
I love KD. Best free agent pickup in the history of basketball. He comes for 3 years, 2 titles, and a finals appearance as Podziemski is denied, and Horford guides it home.
Yeah, get to the take advantage.
Hey, the Warriors are authoring an unreal story so far. Tari Eason had nowhere to go. Şengün will put that in.
The Warriors have had super inspiring wins this season. The Denver Nuggets one was probably the last one you think about. These games are meaningful.
Horford tic-tac-toe to a cutting Draymond.
So you're exploiting the switch, first of all, with Al Horford. His defender is behind him because he switched onto him. That means the help is the defensive side. That's where he kind of extended himself on the defensive end and learned how good he could be on that side.
So Nate Williams taking a shot at Durant. Kevin gets to the elbow. That's like breathing for him.
Yeah. He gets his shot out. So that's just a quick little jab step to the left, and Nate Williams is out of the picture. A 7-footer with that quick of a move.
Yeah, we talked about the pregame video with Olajuwon and Durant here in Houston as Podziemski hits a three.
They just did a podcast together. Kevin Durant, by the way, he's a great conversationalist, a great interviewer. He asked some of the best questions I've ever heard.
Şengün. So the Rockets, the Warriors have gotten the Rockets' attention.
Absolutely.
Because Houston keeps looking up saying, oh, wait a minute, how are the Warriors doing this tonight? Melton attacking Şengün to lay it up and in.
Şengün switched onto him. They're trying to expose him as much as possible.
Melton, a great bounce back after that frustrating Clipper game. And Durant's coming alive right now. He's got 15 and just, you awaken the Slim Reaper, you're in trouble.
That mid-range game, it's so trustworthy.
Melton and Draymond, that high screen. Horford had Durant on a closeout. Now walking Şengün inside, and then Şengün met him at the top. Podziemski floater is short. Şengün, the outlet. Melton stealing that. Melton to the rim to duck it down. To call his wingspan.
No, that helps.
And Thompson banking it home.
I would say in that position.
Podziemski passed up a three there. I think that's good. Make the Rockets continue to work defensively, and Melton inside, and he was denied by Şengün. Here comes Thompson at full flight. Eason, a warm-up three.
One of the best three-point shots here. He deserves an opportunity.
Oh, that screen will take away the Draymond dunk.
Oh, listen, I was just going to...
13. Durant has come alive here in the third. Working with Şengün. KD an open three. Hop back iron, and LJ Cryer rebound in motion.
You got to be careful helping out the Draymond like that. You did a job fighting over the screen. You just don't want to leave him if you're Draymond.
You need those lifeline buckets. Who in blue can put the ball in the basket? LJ Cryer's a shooter. Shot clock at 4. He's Santos from deep. And Podziemski, an offensive rebound, air ball.
Can struggle when it comes to defensive rebounding.
So Pods with 10 in the quarter and the foul trouble in the first half. Post with great defense and Draymond the steal.
That's what happens when you stay home. You got a double bouncer here.
Cryer on the sidestep three. He's averaging here.
Back to 9.
Şengün with a baby hook, post the defense and the rebound.
Bro.
Oh, no.
That made it look easier than it is. LJ Cryer's knocking it down. You got a good block there.
Shepard, what a tough shot. Running 8-footer.
Drifting to his right. That's float game.
Reed Shepard, 6 of 9.
He works off of those screens so well.
Post has a Kogi, who's a very good defender. Pat Spencer is show and go. Cryer again. Santa Cruz, stand up.
You got Pat Spencer attacking inside. Just draw his help. He doesn't need much room.
Reed Shepard and
Earthquakes, they had me out. And it was a goal. I kicked it in. I had to channel my forward days from back in the day when I was a young buck.
Shot clock at 2. Cryer's got to get something up on the runner, off back iron. And Clint Capella with the rebound. Very important 3 minutes here. Rockets, they want to get rid of this deficit right before the 4th, and Reed Shepard.
You're stepping back against a 6'10 guy. That's a guy that's got length. You got it up so easily if you're Reed Shepard.
Kogi was trying to get an 8-second call. Pat Spencer dribbles around it, creates space, and puts it up and out. Josh Kogi winning that battle. Durant into the front court. Warrior lead has been as many as 11. They led by 4 at halftime. Reed Shepard, he has been the flamethrower. Flatten him out. They can pick up the dribble. Capella down the lane. Capella to the rim and left it short. And Pat Spencer just battling so Cryer could go get the ball.
Yeah. Thompson was taking on 3 guys. They had to fight for that board.
He's Santos on Durant. Are you kidding me?
Spin. Insane.
He's Santos with 12. Reed Shepard's feeling it. Setting up a Kogi. The corner 3 is good. Josh
crossover. He's able to get in the paint and force the help. Pat Spencer had to help and get out. It's tough to do.
3 at Kogi threes. Keeping the Rockets right here. post on Josh Okogie. Shot clock at 5.
Split action.
He's Santos on Capella. And he just hasn't played with LJ Cry.
Exploitations.
They did score 30 in the third, though. That's a good sign.
They did.
Warriors found some offense and foul early.
Oh, they've been back. You're 8th in the West right now. You're still trying to make something happen with this season.
Anthony Melton will launch that 3 off iron. And Capella fighting Pajemski. A high save that Guy Santos brings down.
Bro, Guy Santos was in on keeping that alive as well.
Melton driving. And 6'10" Jabari Smith changed that shot. And then Capella was fouled on the rebound. That one knocked away from Shepard. And Horford able to save, but he saved it inside. Capella couldn't grab it initially.
That was going to be a turnover if Al Horford didn't get that one.
Jabari Smith, tough shot. Guy Santos, great defense there. Need a couple buckets to reignite the belief system. And Anthony Melton right on cue. The rebound off the missed free throw. An extra opportunity for the Dubs. Melton's got 16 tonight. Horford rolling. Horford serving it up.
Fights over the screen, then tries to switch onto Al Horford. But now he's behind. Thread the needle in there.
Shepard was going to launch that from the Woodlands. Didn't shoot that 3. And Melton with a steal. Melton's pushing. Melton flipping it up off the backboard. And Pajemski. And Thompson full head of steam. And it's Shepard in the corner for 3.
He's not missing that.
That sequence there. You missed 2 layups and
Capella's the only guy that is in front of you right there. And to get a lot of space to get by him, just rip it through. Don't even play with it.
This is an unthinkable score with 9 minutes left in this game. This Rocket team fully loaded, having won 4 of 5 against just bare bones for the Dubs, and Shepard now with 24.
Shepard is doing this off the bench.
Back down 1. That's how the Warriors began the 4th.
Came in, wasted no time, got to it.
He's Santos around the shot blocker, and he traveled. Slowing down Reed Shepard. Elena mentioned it with Durant sitting, the Rockets edging out ahead.
You might have to double team him.
Şengün waves everyone off. Wants to go against Nate Williams. Jabari Smith for 3. Long rebound, and the Rockets get to all of them. Reed Shepard another 3. It's just a backbreaker.
That one is rough because the Warriors had everybody covered, but it was a long rebound.
The 2 highest scoring games in Reed Shepard's career are both going to be against the Warriors this year.
It took a Rockets bounce.
Al Horford rebounds his own miss. And then Nate Williams is fouled.
Warriors will take that. And they're not to try to attack himself. We got a guy who's hot. Get him the ball.
Pajemski putting it up and in.
Warriors are battling.
So Brandon's got 17. You're in the game and have been here all night. Now you're bringing out the best in the Rockets. Şengün got caught up in the air. Reed Shepard, another 3. He's human. Finally missed a 3, but Okogie the rebound.
Again, you had him.
Şengün for 3.
Short.
He has yet to make one. 3rd opportunity for Jabari Smith. And the Warriors come up with 3 stops.
That's what it takes against the Rockets.
Houston, the best offensive rebounding team in the NBA. 40% of their misses they pulled out. Pajemski again couldn't get the angle to bank it home.
It was such a good step.
Reed Shepard weaving through traffic. Qualify Leones made him give it up, deflected it. That's a smart foul by LJ Cross. Played.
He is.
Good.
Oh, they called it after. No, turnover.
It's Warrior ball.
And great on the officials to not buy Şengün trying to sell that one.
No, it's been a physical game and they've been consistent. Pryor off iron there. Ricochet rebound to Okogie. Rockets' biggest lead has been 4. Warriors led through 3 quarters till the very end when the Rockets finally took their first lead. Şengün this time is fouled.
Even moral victories, but this would be as close as you get. I mean, Warriors have had some inspiring wins. They want a W.
This is better than they played against the Lakers and far better than the second half against the Clippers. And it's been a sustained effort. Şengün back to Amen Thompson. Draymond says no. Out of bounds. It's going to Şengün. ISO'd on Quentin Post. Midway through the fourth. The Kogi's been hot. The pump fake, the jumper, and that's still where you want him to shoot from the outside. Another offensive rebound. And Durant, right off the bench, but hit that. That's right in his sweet spot. Warriors live with that. They find a guy in blue to make a bucket. Down a deuce right now. G. Santos for three. Quentin Post the rebound and couldn't quite hold it. It's been a physical game inside.
Yeah, they're letting him play. You got to adjust to that as a player.
Sidestep, Reed Sheppard three. And then Quentin Post said, give me that rebound.
That's a big-time board.
Pryor running it back at Sheppard. Draymond thought about that three.
At some point, they got to go back to Draymond handling the ball on a ball screen. Make Şengün was so unguarded.
Quentin Post. He's fouled. This time he made sure he got draw a foul. Couple free throws courtesy of experience.
And he's showing and going against Şengün.
1 out of 2 from the line.
D'Anthony Melton come back in. You need a shot creator.
Just read my mind. Durant's fading, firing. He's that good. KD's got 17. Santos in traffic. Nearly had it knocked away. Shot clock at 5. Jemski's got to make something out of nothing. Potts down the lane. Pryor's got an open three. Halfway down and out. Post another opportunity. LJ tightroping the baseline. Nowhere to go for Guy Santos, and they throw it away.
You can't afford those now. You're working so hard.
Yeah, fourth quarter drought at the wrong time. Reed Sheppard for three. The Warriors, they're dodging a couple right now. Sheppard been 11 of 15, missing that one.
The Rockets are keeping you in it.
So Steve Kerr, it's a good timeout.
Yeah. And that's
think about that.
And that's the piece that comes with knowing you're going to get extended minutes. What do the Warriors have cooked up here?
Al Horford is in. Beautiful play designed by Steve Kerr.
And
they get a Draymond. You said going to the timeout, Steve's got to draw something up. They did, and Draymond ties the game. That was just magical coming out of the timeout.
Perfect execution. That had to have brought a smile to Coach Kerr's face.
All 5 Warrior starters now in double figures.
I did that.
Durant and Şengün, Reed Sheppard, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith. Got a 3-minute and 20-second ball game. That one deflected. Draymond knocked it away. Podziemski's got it.
His double team Kevin Durant made him turn it over. He's not going ball fake or anything. He didn't take a beat.
Chance to take the lead. Draymond three. Rimmed it out. So now Durant is 17 tonight. Reed Sheppard with 27.
You would think they would keep double teaming KD, but you got to make sure you get to Reed Sheppard.
Şengün, the decision maker, calls his own number. Off back iron.
And D'Anthony Melton just stunted at him.
Every trip now is the biggest trip of the game. The 2:41 left. Podziemski got hit in the official called that.
Podziemski did the right thing. He's like, my neck hurt.
Brandon with 18. Melton with 18. Guy Santos 14. Al Horford 12. And Draymond 10. The 5 that started the game all double figures. Big free throws.
Poise under pressure. Warriors in this clutch game against the Rockets, 3rd in the West. They have the lead.
The Warriors 11 and 14 on the year in clutch games. Plus or minus 5 points inside 5 minutes.
The KD on the baseline.
They're looking for Durant. Draymond would let him catch the ball. Shot clock at 5. And then Thompson who picked up the dribble. Shot clock at 3. Şengün, fade, fire, off iron. Rattles out, tipped up, no, but a foul on the rebound. And Jabari Smith shooting free throws.
Jabari Smith was just battling with his...
Rockets are perfect on the night, 5 and 5.
I see what you're doing.
And there it goes. Smith's second free throw is good.
Well, you're still in control.
Minutes of crunch time. 1 point lead in the ball. Podziemski. Melton up top. Brandon on Sheppard. Draymond setting that ball screen. He rejects it. Down the lane. Kick it out. Horford three. Rim it out. And you end up with the Durant rebound.
It's a good look, though.
Here come the Rockets with a chance to take the lead. And Şengün behind the defense. He will be fouled and lay it in. They tried to give a hard...
We'll live with that.
Şengün, three-point play. And now the Rockets up a deuce. 100 seconds to decide it. Down two. Who in blue has the opportunity here to tie it up.
Just trying to get the ball on the post and go split action.
Tari Eason leaning on Horford. Shot clock at 5. E. Santos driving the lane. Gee, kick out. Melton three for the lead. Got it!
A subtle shift to the right. The spacing for D'Anthony Melton to get that three off.
Şengün wheeling on Horford, flipping it up and in. The Rockets back up one. And what would be the most shocking win of the year for the Dubs? And they put the ball in the basket. They feed Horford. He did well to catch it. Caught up in the air. They cycle it around to Al again for three. Good! Oh, Horford! Old man strength to three.
And with no dip, he didn't bring it down.
And Thompson, 13 to shoot.
They're going 2 for 1.
Lost the handle, but right to Şengün. Alperen Şengün posting up Horford. Baby hook is good. We're tied again.
They've been willing to let Şengün do the work for him. Just going to the post. His touch inside is so soft.
You can't freeze it out. The Warriors will take
the offensive rebound. See if you can deflect it and keep the Rockets from getting a really good opportunity on the other side.
Can't freeze it out with a 4.5-second difference. Melton with Durant on him. Shot clock at 5. D'Anthony Melton in the lane. Fade. KD blocked it. He fouled him.
E. Santos or Podziemski right there. 2 Warriors in front of him.
This is, and how the ball is thrown up matters so much here.
And Jabari Smith Jr. probably going to try to get it to KD.
That tap to Melton at 4. Melton from the baseline at 2. Melton, you had a timeout. The Warriors had nothing going.
Which everything.
Draymond, Melton, Horford, and Podziemski. He looking, lobbing, catching, and out of bounds to Houston.